What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Sultai Death Shadow. Hope you're ready to get those Grizzly salvages up and running. Maybe find a nice little delve creature. See where our opening hand is. Get the chat closed out. As far as our opening hand goes, we do have Watery Grave, Thought Scour, Fatal Push, and Polluted Delta. So we shock 18, Polluted Delta for 3. That's going to be 15. Thought Scour, maybe another land. I'm not wild about this hand, but we do have double fatal. Yeah, we're going to keep on this one. Hopefully we get lucky off the Thought Scour. We're running 19 lands in here. Sometimes this deck doesn't really mulligan the best. So let's go ahead and do we want to get down the... Actually, we need to save the Polluted Delta for green, so let's go and shock the Watery Grave. We're going to pay 2 on this one. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. But yeah, so if you didn't see the deck, this is Sultai Death Shadow. One of the main cards in here that we run in here, there's a lot of fun. Ooh, playing against Eldrazi. Alright. Let's go and go for the Thought Scour. Is Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Salvage is a lot of fun. So if we can draw into Grizzly Salvage, that'd really kind of help us get some action going. Let's go for a Thought Scour targeting us. It's going to be 1 blue. And then Abrupt Decay Polluted. Ooh, we do hit another fetch land. So at least that'll put us online for Death Shadow. And see if we can't save a fetch land to grab one of their... if we're playing against Thought-Knot or something like that. Do we want to shock? Yeah, let's go get the Polluted Delta down. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. So we're sitting at 18, so we have the Polluted Delta and the shock. That's going to be 15. Catacombs will be 14. Shock will be 12. So we will be able to get down Death Shadow. It's going to be sitting at a 1-1, but at least we'll be able to get down Breeding Pool. We can shock that in and make it a little bit better. Chalice of the Void for 1. Okay, well... I think that might throw us for a little wrench on this one. Yeah, you got it. Well, yeah, we already Thought Scared. Yeah, we'll go and kick it over to our opponent. I'll see what else they got, but that's not hey, that's not the best for a deck full of 1-drops. Let's go and crack the Polluted Delta. I will still keep working towards our life total, though. Why not? We'll have some fun. Let's go and shock in the Overgrown Tomb. If we die, we die. At least we do have we have 3 pieces of disruption. Grizzly Salvage, okay. Let's go. That's wonderful. Let's go for the Catacombs. Let's go for Grizzly Salvage. That's all exactly what we needed. See if we can't grab ourselves a nice little delve creature. I think that sounds pretty good. Alright, gonna go for Grizzly Salvage. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. And, ooh, Varolz. Alright, so we can kind of build our own little creature on this one. Let's go for Varolz on this one. Let's go ahead. Let's go and crack the Catacombs. And what we can do is, we do have to watch out for some removal on our opponent's side of the board. But if we draw into like Hooting Mandrills or something, what we can do is we can just straight up just cast Death Shadow into the graveyard. And then with us having Varolz, we can put those counters on there, go for the Scavenge. So we're going to have to play around the Chalice of the Void. So let's see if we can't do that right now. I think that's going to be our game plan. Alright, let's go ahead and we do have one more blue source in the hand. Let's go ahead and, does it matter how we shock this one? Not really gonna matter. We could just go swamp. We need access to green. Yeah, we'll just go and go swamp on this one, just in case they get Reality Smashers going. Let's go for Death Shadow. It's gonna get countered out due to the Chalice of the Void, but at least we won it in the graveyard, and then we're gonna go and pass the turn. So we're gonna be able to shock in Breeding Pool, get down Varolz next turn, and then scavenge Death Shadow onto Varolz, which will make it a nice little 15-15 to be able to swing across. Now, if we do draw into Hooting Mandrills, we do have 2 copies of Hooting Mandrills in here for a reason, and that is because it does have Trample. So if we can delve away some stuff and get down Hooting Mandrills, Tarmogoyf, well, I'll take that. Let's go ahead and I think we're still on the Varolz game plan. I think I like that. So let's go and shock in Breeding Pool. Let's go for Varolz. We're still going to leave up Vapor Snag and Fatal Push, so we're going to leave up the Watery Grave. There we go. Get down Varolz, and then we do have the Scavenger ability, so we can actually just wait until next turn. We'll see if Varolz sticks around for the Scavenger ability to kind of survive. I guess we could go and do it now if we watch out for Warping Whale or something like that. Yeah, we'll go and go for it. Let's go for that. We can put the counters on there, and then we can use Vapor Snag to kind of push some stuff back. So we have a nice little 15-15 Varolz out there. Oh yeah, he's ready. Ready to go. But we did draw into Tarmogoyf, which is a really nice draw, so we're going to be able to get around that Chalice of the Void. So we can at least go for, if something does happen to Varolz next turn, we can get down Tarmogoyf and start swinging in. Our opponent doesn't really have anything out of the graveyard, and if we do hit any sort of delve creatures, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. We got at least 4 lands, so we can delve away 3 lands, and then a couple of redundant instants in our graveyard, so we'll actually be okay on getting down Tarmogoyf. But you can see where scavenging Death Shadow out of the graveyard on Varolz or something like that, it is a little cute. Like, it is a little Johnny on that one, but there'll be some time. I'm not saying we're going to win right now. We're getting lucky. Our opponent's just ripping straight Urza's towers. But, if you don't run it into the deck, you can't win with it. And that's how I approach Modern sometimes. So if there's a cute or interesting line of play that you can go for with a certain deck, that's what we're going for with the Scavenger ability out in the graveyard. So it makes for some fun Modern gameplay. Okay, opponent scoops it up. Let's go over to sideboarding. I guess they saw too much. They had rolls coming across. And then if anything did happen, we had Vapor Snag and Fatal Push to kind of help us push through some nice little combat damage. Alright, so we know we're playing against Chalice of the Void on this one. Actually, excuse me, sorry about that. I meant to mute the mic. Let's go ahead and bring in Trickbind. I think I like Trickbind. You can catch random expedition maps, and it really kind of throws them off on that one. Let's go ahead and bring in Double Ceremonious Rejection. Definitely want to counter some of those colorless spells. And then I think we want to bring in one more Stubborn Denial. I think I like that spread. We could bring in Nature's Claim, but if they're going to throw it on one, that kind of cancels that out, unfortunately. We could bring in the Pulse. Let's just get a little better look at what we're going to cut on this one. So we're going to leave the double Stubborn Denials. Let's go ahead and let's go down on one Grizzly Salvage. I like the Abrupt Decay so we can fight through the Chalice if we need to go, if it's on 2 or something like that. Dismember. Let's go down on one Snapcaster. And then let's go down on, I think Liliana might be just, I actually like leaving Varolz in here. That way if we do get Chalice for 1, we can at least do something with the Death Shadow. So I like leaving it in there. I think I'm going to cut Liliana on this one. She just seems, and we could go for it. It'll give us a little bit of a clock to get that down. But, just like a Reality Smash or something, we don't really get anything going. I think I'm okay with cutting Liliana. We can bring her back in if we need to. So let's go and sort this by converted mana cost. Yeah, I like it. Double Ceremonious Rejection, Stubborn Denial. Maybe we can catch a quick little Chalice of the Void. Yep, we're good. Let's go ship this one over to Game 2. Okay, welcome back to Game 2. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, we just have Breeding Pool. I'm not, if we had one more land, this is beautiful opening hand, but we don't have one more land, and I don't really want to risk it on this one, so let's go and mulligan on this one. And then we mulligan into no lands. Let's go one more go. Watery Grave. We do have a Scry on top, but this hand goes nowhere really quick. Let's go one more. Okay, we'll keep on this one. Stubborn Denial, Ceremonious Rejection. Hopefully we can kind of draw our way out of this one. Let's get the graveyards popped up. Misty. Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's go and put that on top. I'm okay with that. Okay, and then we do have Ceremonious Rejection, so that way we can catch a Chalice of the Void, if they want to go for it next turn. Let's go ahead and get the Polluted Delta down. I think that sounds good. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. The good thing about this deck is, if we just draw into a Grizzly Salvage, it really opens us up. We're sitting at 2 lands, and this deck really operates about 3 mana. Graph Digger's Cage. Creatures can't enter the battlefield. Creature cards can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. I think that's okay. I mean, because technically we're just scavenging. Nothing's really coming out of the graveyard, so we're okay with that interaction. So we do have Polluted Delta. Do we want to crack and go ahead and start working towards our life total? Yeah, let's go ahead and crack. Let's put this on Death Shadow. Is that what we want to go for? Start working towards Death Shadow. Yeah, let's see if we can't get down just a little bit. We do have Ceremonious Rejections. Let's go and Shock in the Watery Grave. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, beautiful. Grizzly Salvage. Okay, let's go and get the Misty down. I think at this point, instead of going main phase Grizzly Salvage, we're going to pass the turn over. We have Stubborn Denial and Ceremonious Rejection. So if they don't really do anything, we can at least go for Grizzly Salvage and then kind of go from there. Alright, exile a card. Polluted Delta, that's fine. And, we are running a Delve deck in here with Relic Progenitor, so we'll kind of cut into our Tarmogoyfs, but at least with Grizzly Salvage, we kind of put our opponent in a spot to where maybe they don't want to activate Relic just yet. When you're playing against Relic, you kind of want to make your graveyard not super enticing. You want, if you can help it, if you want to kind of just do it in stages. Let's go and shock this one in. Let's go for Grizzly Salvage. Black and a green. That way, it kind of forces them to either use the Relic right now after they see what the Grizzly Salvage pile is, or we can just go from there. So we hit 4 lands, Gurmag Angler, and a Stubborn Denial. I guess at this point, probably go ahead and take the Gurmag Angler. I mean, that's something that we can work towards, and then if they just pass the turn, we'll have enough to cast Gurmag Angler if they just kick it over to our main phase. So now they're almost in a spot where they have to get rid of it, which, if they do, it is what it is, but at least we can kind of get that off the battlefield. Alright, so they do go for the crack. Then we do have Gurmag Angler in the hand. Catacombs, okay. Let's go get the Catacombs down Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, so we're in a good spot. So we cracked the Catacombs. That's going to be one card in the graveyard. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. If we can somehow catch something with the Stubborn Denial, their Ceremonious Rejection, then we'll kind of almost be right in the range of being able to go for Gurmag Angler. Now our opponent does have double Urza's Power Plane and Urza's Mine out there, so they're one card away from going for Tron. And let's just go ahead and get into the Death Shadow range. Let's go ahead and crack. That's going to put us at 13. We can shock with the breeding. Actually, excuse me. I think the breeding pool got I got exiled away. Let's go ahead and grab. I think at this point, we'll go and grab another Watery Grave. That way, if we get some Snapcaster action, we kind of want to make sure that we'll be able to cast some stuff out of the graveyard if we can get it going. All right, shock that in. Go down to 11. And we draw into Thought Scour. Beautiful draw. Let's go and go for Thought Scour. Put the top two cards of our library in. Ooh, double Thought Scour. So that right now we're sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go for, do we need to hold up Ceremonious Rejection? They didn't get anything down just yet. If we go for Thought Scour, we're going to tap out on Ceremonious Rejection. I feel like, I may want to wait on this one. We could get down Gurmag Angler. Let's see if we can't go for a Thought Scour at the end of our opponent's turn, if we can't catch something colorless. And then, I don't know if there's, maybe it's like Reality Smash or something they're holding on to. We can go for the Ceremonious Rejection. If not, we'll go for Thought Scour. Reality Smasher. Okay, let's go for Ceremonious Rejection. And that'll set us up next turn where we can go for Gurmag Angler and get that down on the battlefield. Okay, beautiful. Draw into Catacombs. Let's go and get the Catacombs down. And we also need to make sure that we're going to be able to fetch this one. I can't remember exactly how many. I think Breeding Pool got fetched away. Let's go ahead and go for. Let's go one more Thought Scour. And then we'll be online for Gurmag Angler too. Dismember, beautiful draw. Let's go and go for Gurmag Angler. We need to delve 6 away. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to have one more. No, excuse me, we already have that one exiled. That's going to be a creature right there, then Hooting Mandrills. Let's see, did we already, we still have a Swamp and a Forest in the deck. Yes, we do. We do have Swamp in the Forest deck, so we can actually crack the Catacombs. Let's go ahead and, let's go and crack the Catacombs. Let's go and grab a Swamp off that one. There we go. Got a little ahead of myself. Do we want to grab a Forest on this one? No, I think I'm okay with the Swamp. Now let's go for Gurmag Angler. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Still leave one more land in the graveyard. It's going to be 1 Thought Scour. Get rid of the Trick Bind. We'll get rid of one more creature. And then do we want to leave up... we'll get rid of one more Thought Scour. Alright, I like leaving up Stubborn Denial and Dismember on this one. I think that's pretty good. And then we also still have Abrupt Decay if we need to do something like that. Alright, anything else? Now we're going to pass the turn to our opponent. So, if they do get to have another Reality Smasher in the hand or something like that, we can go for the Dismember on it, and then we'll be able to discard the Abrupt Decay off that. Matter Reshaper. Okay, we can go for an Abrupt Decay, and they're going to have the opportunity to get something down off that. Yeah, we're okay. We can't Stubborn Denial it, so I'm not sure why we're pausing on this one. I was just trying to figure out exactly what we want to go for. Okay, if we want to push in with the Delve on Gurmag Angler, we're going to go for Abrupt Decay on this one. Yeah, I think so. I want to get a clock going, so let's go ahead and go for Abrupt Decay on Reality Smasher. Let's go for that. Maybe they get lucky with a flip on that. Maybe we get lucky. Expedition Map. Okay. That goes on the battlefield, so that will turn on Tron for them. But at least we'll be able to stop whatever they've got. Let's go and swing in for 5/5. They have 2 cards in the hand, so I'm not, if they're banking, I'm not sure exactly what they're banking on, but at least with Stubborn Denial, maybe we can catch something that's non-creature, or simply just having double Dismember, we might be able to kind of cancel out whatever they've got. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. Now, our opponent is sitting on a Ghost Quarter, so with the Ghost Quarter, we only have one more basic in the land, and that will be a Forest. So if they do target the Overgrown Tomb, we're not going to be in that bad of a spot, because we will have at least one more green source to fetch out of the deck. So we're running pretty light on fetches. I mean, on fetchable sources on this deck, because you want to be able to, this deck really does operate at about 3 mana, 3 to 4 mana. All right, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Let's go for Stubborn Denial on that one. Beautiful, love it. Just like we drew it up. All right, Stubborn Denial. So we still have Gurmag Angler on the battlefield. It's gonna be another swing in, puts him down to 10. Hopefully we can draw something, another creature. Ooh, Varolz. Okay. Let's go ahead and get down. We don't have a 1-drop creature in the graveyard, but I still like getting down Varolz. It's going to be green, black, and then one more. Let's go ahead and swing in for 5. Coming in hot. There we go. put them down to 10, and then anything else. No, we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Yep. So we do have, with Varol's on the battlefield, he does have Scavenge. So can you at least scavenge Snapcaster for 2 more triggers? That's going to make Gurmag Angler a 7/7, and then we'll be able to swing in with the Varol's for a 9 coming across. But our opponent scoops it up. I guess they didn't really have anything out of the answer. So you can definitely see where, you know, it's a little cute going Varol's scavenge ability in there, but it'll definitely kind of force your opponent to either have an answer or not, and you can win the game. And then there's going to be some times where you can, sorry, the game kind of closed. It does that sometimes. There's also going to be other times where you can just go beat sticks with Gurmag Angler and kind of get some nice little incremental value out of that. So, all right, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.